Well, that was fun. Okay. So, I'm happy at the moment for everyone to join back in because the stream just went out. So, yeah, that was kind of annoying. Not just did the stream go out, my internet completely just died on me. So, that was fun. We've got one person watching. How's it going, Brendan? Brendan's on it. All right, we got Amanda. Hi, comrade. Okay, we are rolling here. It still says there's only two people here, but I'm getting comments from other people, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay to go. Is everyone doing okay? All right, great. I was talking about fried green tomatoes when it cut out. All right. So I think that was all I had to say about the ripe, unripe month that's coming up. Or actually, it's already started. The first one was yesterday. So for the whole month, like every Wednesday and Sunday, I'm going to be posting a review of something that we normally eat ripe, and I'll be posting the unripe version, or something we normally eat unripe, and I'll be posting the ripe version. So that's what I said in a nutshell. So what else is going on? I've got let's do the Cumin soda review while we're here. I also have a couple things to plug, but I don't want to just like start now that we got interrupted. I don't want to get to jump right into plugging something. That's not fun. So let's talk about this soda here. It's a Jira soda, and Jira is cumin in India. That is a cumin spice, and this is Kashmira Masala Jira. Since 1923, they've been making this fantastic cumin beverage, and I've had cumin soda before. I've had it a few times, and I've never liked it. Like every maybe 4 or 5 years, I'll pick this up and give it another try, and always different brands, just in case it's one that is better than the other. This one, I have hope for this one because what it says here on it is that it's got sugar, fruit juice, apple juice, lemon juice. Then it gets into the weird stuff. But it starts strong. It starts with fruit juice and sugar. So that's a good start. But then it gets weird. And it gets to iodized salt and nature identical flavoring substances of jeera and spices. So the salt is where it starts to turn on me. But I've had varieties of this before where it was like carbonated water, salt, and then other things. So the fact that this one doesn't have salt as like the first or second ingredient gives me hope. Okay, it's like further down on the list. I feel like this one might be better than the ones I've had before because those ones I couldn't do it. And it's obviously a thing. There's like at the Indian grocery store I went to, there's like 4 different varieties of cumin soda. So yeah, I want to like it. So I'm gonna give it another try. Oh, it smells like cumin. That's all right. That's not too bad. It is very salty though. So I think if like you're about to drink a soda and you want like a nice refreshing sweet beverage, this will be a shock to anyone who hasn't had it before. But since I've had like cumin candies and it's got like a little bit of salt to it, but not so much where it's like you're choking on it. So this one, yeah, mild saltiness, but the saltiness that you get from like a Gatorade, and the cumin is like a little weird. But you got to think about like mouth fresheners that you would get at like an Indian restaurant. Sometimes they'll have like a little bit of cumin in there, and it's kind of It was kind of weird the first time I had it, but I've had it enough times where I'm starting to get it. I think especially on like a hot day where you really feel dehydrated, like this would actually be kind of nice. Brandon, thank you for the $1.50. You just paid for this, Brandon. Thank you very much. uh, yeah, so it's pretty good. I would pick that up. The ones I had before were like a very salty, so I don't know if I'm gonna like those. Maybe the next time I do a live stream, I'll pick up like another variety. That'll be a thing. I'll pick up another Cumin soda, and I'll get into like the ones that I hated before, or maybe I'll find something else that'd probably be more entertaining. Okay, so let's move on to the next order of business that I want to talk about. I've got a little sale going on my website because it's technically Cyber Monday today, so I hope everybody is okay and you haven't been trampled at any of like Best Buy or anything. And my website weirdexplorer.com. If you go into the shop now, I have discounts on all the shirts and the tote bags. So if you buy a shirt, they used to be $20. Now they're 18. So those are 10% off. And the tote bags they were 20, and nobody bought them. So I lowered the price to 18. Still, nobody's bought a tote bag. So I think I don't know like how much I've spent like $20 on a tote bag before, which is why I put them for that much. They cost the same as a shirt for me to make, so I put them at the same price. But I guess like that's kind of maybe a high price for a tote bag. So I've lowered the price on those to $15 for the holiday. So we've got shirts for 18, tote bag for 15, and there's still stickers on there, the normal price. But here's the main thing that I'm pitching. And if this does well, maybe I'll make it like a regular thing. Maybe not this cheap, but a regular thing on the site to get like a bonus discount. I'm gonna do a combo deal. So if you want both styles of t-shirt and the tote bag and the stickers, you can get all of them together as a big combo package for a discounted price. So let me flip this around and show you what I'm talking about. Sorry if you're looking at my nose. So right here we have the Mandarin. I'm doing this one-handed, by the way. So okay. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on, but that's the second time the stream is cut out. But it looks like this time they let me go back into the second stream. So hopefully some of you guys are still there. Say something if you're there, everybody. Okay, good. All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. It has been snowing here, so maybe it's something like that. I wouldn't think that it's not bad, but it's been snowing quite a lot. Maybe that's what's going out. But anyway, I was talking about these lovely items I have available on my website, so I will talk about that, and then we'll do a little bit of Q&A and tell you about a future plans that I have coming up in the future. So let's flip this camera around. And here we go. So yeah, so I have, here's the combo sale. I'm going to do this quick so it doesn't cut out a third time. So we've got the Mandrake Root shirt, the Durian Anatomy shirt. I'm doing everything one-handed also. This stream is going great, guys. This is going real well. It's got the Weird Fruit Explorer shirt. So we got the two shirts, the tote bag, and we've got stickers. We have the Weird Fruit Explorer shirt. I also have a performing sticker available on my website. So yeah, all this is the combo package. So if you go on the website and put in both t-shirts of whatever size you'd like, 2 stickers, it could be either one, but you have to get 2. You have to get 2 stickers, the 2 shirts, and the tote bag, and you put those all in your shopping cart, Okay? If you do all of that, and then you use the promo code ho ho ho, no spaces, you will get all of this for $45. So this is usually 20, 20, 18, and these are 6. So you're getting like $20 off the what it would normally cost. So this is like the biggest sale that I've ever done. And the main reason I'm not making like a whole lot of money off of it. The main reason why I'm doing is that the tote bags are not as popular as I was hoping. So I want to kind of like basically give these tote bags to anybody who is buying these things. So if you're buying 2 stickers and 2 shirts, you're basically getting a tote bag for free. So if you put all of this stuff into your shopping cart, 2 shirts, 2 stickers, 1 tote bag, and do ho 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 as the promotional code, all this can be yours for only $45. So yeah, I hope if anyone has thought about buying this stuff, now is probably the best time to do it. And let me flip back around. Yeah, and if you do need to follow those directions entirely, though, because if you, it depends on like the amount of money that you're spending. So if it's off, then the promo won't work. So you have to do 2 shirts, 2 stickers, 1 tote bag, and you get like $20 off. So yeah, if you want, or I guess it's $19 if you do the math. So yeah, I'll put information in the description below as well. Actually, I'll do that at the end of this video because we have to stop it and restart it twice. But I'll put that information in the description below if you guys want to take advantage of that deal. And also, I wanted to give a plug to as well. I'm not just going to be doing promotional stuff in this stream, guys. I'm going to do this, and then we'll do a Q&A afterwards. So hang tight. But yeah, I also want to give a shout out to MiamiFruit.org. They have if you've been watching my channel, they've really helped me out with my channel. Like anytime I've had any kind of like need for fruit, they've always been like, "We'll send you some." So they've sent me like so many things over the past. So I want to give them a shout out for like a sale that they're doing. So if you don't feel like buying T-shirts and instead you'd rather buy fruit, they're doing like a mega sale for Cyber Monday on their website, which is MiamiFruit.org. I'll also put a link to that in the description once this stream is over. And they wanted to plug the fact that they're going for like super eco-friendly over there. So they're not using like regular cardboard boxes and like the foam stuff that you normally would put around fruit to protect it. Now they're doing it like 100% biodegradable, recyclable product. So if you go to their website, you can get a really good deal, but also you can get everything like super environmentally friendly. So that's pretty cool, and it's something that they're trying to do. And I know it's going to be probably more costly for them. So I want to give them a little plug, a little promotion. So if you guys want to buy some fruit, now is the best time to buy fruit over there. If you want to buy one of my shirts, now is the best time to buy a shirt right now. So the Christmas is coming up. So if you're thinking about getting something fruit related for yourself or for Christmas, then now is the time. Now is the time. We've got a few hours left of Cyber Monday. So the Miami Fruit thing, I think, ends later on tonight. But they have other sales going on, I believe, as well. So yeah, check it out. They have stuff going on there. If you go on their website, it's like at the top of the screen. They put like a promo code. And if you miss their sale, you could also use my promo code on their site is Weird Explorer, and that gives you I think it's like 5% off or something. It's not like a huge discount, but it's nice. Get a little something. I'll get a few bucks off at least. So yeah, that is the commercial section of this live stream. Now I want to take a moment to take a few questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. And they do scroll through pretty fast and randomly. So yeah, if you have a question, post a question up. In the meantime, if you missed seeing me drink cumin soda, it's all right. It's not too bad. Uh, I don't see any questions yet, but Paul just said I should try peyote. I mean, if peyote has a fruit to it, I'll do it. I'll do it. Eric says, "Do I still despise soursop?" Oh, Choodle, thank you very much. Choodle, that was very kind of you. And I saw Isaac pop by earlier. So, Isaac, thank you very much for that contribution. Um, yeah, soursop, I like it. I like it in things, which is usually how people take it. Like, you'll have soursop juice is fine. There's something about the fruit itself that sends me back to that time where I had horrible, horrible food poisoning. I have that like clicking in my mind from so many years ago. So if you didn't see that episode, like years ago, I went to India and I had a soursop, and it gave me the worst food poisoning of my life. It was so bad. I've traveled a lot. I've gotten a lot of food poisoning over the years, just from going to places where I'm not familiar with the food or the water and stuff like that. So I've gotten my share of food like tummy trouble. But what I got in India was like so bad. It was so bad, and I know it was that soursop because that was like the most questionable thing that I ate, and it meant that I went through an airport in India, which India is known for like having you have to jump through a lot of hoops to do like anything. Like there's a lot of bureaucratic stuff there if you want to like fly or get a visa or anything. Like, everything is always like harder, and to have to deal with that while you have horrible food poisoning is yeah, that was pretty rough. So because of that, not so wild about sour sops. It just gives me bad memories. But the flavor itself, if I have it like in a juice or a dessert or something, I do like it. Okay, so let me get another question here. Uh, what fruit was the hardest to get in my experience? Um, Hardest to get is a difficult question to answer because difficult like physically would probably have to be something I foraged off like a cliff or something. I remember like there's like a rattan fruit that I like almost tumbled down a cliff in order to get. That one was pretty difficult, like just physically grasping it. As far as distance goes, that would be Coco de Mer. I had to go farthest to get that. And I mean, I went to the Seychelles to find lots of stuff, which I did, obviously, but I mainly just went there to get the Coco de Mer. That was like what I really, really wanted to do. So that was the one that really stood out to me as being very difficult. Driving wise, for one fruit would be the pawpaw. I drove from New York City way out into Ohio, which was like over 10 hours driving in order to get the pawpaw. So that was the most I had to travel from like where I am. But for flight, that would be the Seychelles. Uh, what is my favorite fruit? Um, I'd say that one is still the Lucac, which I had uh, in Borneo years ago. I found that in Miri, Borneo, and the Lucac is a durian species. Like I'm not like I like durian now. I do, but it took me a while to like it. And I think the main reason for it is Lucac, because it has like everything that is good about a durian and nothing that is questionable. It's very like fruity tasting, and it's really really tasty, and it's like very like crazy looking. It looks like a vibrant yellow alien egg with orange flesh on the inside. Lucac is really good, so I think that one still is my favorite one. Uh, how can you afford to travel so much? specifically to eat fruit, am I independently wealthy? Actually, that is good. That is a good question, and I've gotten asked a lot about like how can you afford to do this and stuff like that, and that brings me to another thing that I how to book like very cheap flights, which is part of the reason why I can afford to go on these. Uh, so I'm getting a little distracted because I just saw that our moderator, thank you so much, has just like canned somebody. So yeah, it's working. Last time I did a stream, we had like some low life come in and just make all these like racist comments. And I think what happens with live streams, this is a total tangent, by the way. What happens with live streams is I think people who don't even follow a channel, what they'll do is they'll see that there's a live stream happening on YouTube, one that they don't have any connection with whatsoever. They're not like a subscriber or anything. And they will just go on there to make troll posts. They'll just like troll this stream because a lot of times people like me will make a stream and not have a moderator up so they can just get completely oversaturate the stream with insane comments, and they're just doing it to get a rise out of people. So I am pretty sure that's what happens, and why it's good to have a moderator. So thank you, Teelan, for getting rid of that person. uh, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So if anyone is interested in it, I'm thinking of making a video on how to travel cheaply. There's, I think people don't realize that there is a way to travel cheaper than you would think. I mean, traveling is rather expensive. I obviously can't do it like all the time, but I put enough money aside every year to at least go on like 2 trips. So that is how I get on these like international trips. Is I mean, one, I do get funding on YouTube. It's not a lot, but through YouTube and my Patreon page, which I talk about at the end of every video, that's how these trips happen. I mean, like that 100%, like that money is going to pay for these trips. If I don't make a lot on YouTube and Patreon, that trip wouldn't happen. So that is how they are funded. But besides that, I travel cheaply. I backpack. I don't stay in like fancy places. I go to hostels or budget accommodations. I travel on the cheap. Like I budget the hell out of my travel. So when I do it, it's not that much. So I mean, if you, I don't want to put out figures because it really depends on the situation, but you can get like a pretty cheap flight for like under $500 very far away. Like if you're in the US and you want to go to like China, you can get flights to China for under $500 round trip. Like they're out there. You just have to like know how to look for it. You have to be like flexible with time. So I'm thinking of actually making, because I'm going to Australia soon, which I've talked about in the last stream. So I'm thinking I'm going to Australia soon, and I'm going to be booking that trip. So I think what I might do is like walk through the process of what I do to book a flight cheaply. Especially a place like Australia is probably a good example because it is not a cheap place to usually travel to. So I'm going to have to use like a few tricks that I've learned in order to get my flight cheaper. Because I think if you go direct to Australia, it's going to be like over $1,000, and I want to see if I can get a cheaper flight than that. So I'm gonna kind of like pull a few strings on like, not pull strings, but I'm gonna like work out a way to get like a cheaper flight to do that. So I think I might actually document that and like do like a screen capture or something, and that way I can explain like how I do it. But yeah, I'm not independently wealthy. No, I mean, I'm an entertainer. I'm an artist. I managed to make a living performing. So yeah, but you know, performers do not make a ton of money generally. Like okay, I'm fine. I can live in New York City, but I'm not like super wealthy or anything. So yeah, it's mostly being strategic It's probably the best word. Cheap is another word. But yeah, being strategic with my travel plans is what really makes it happen. I'm going to take one more quick question because I think I'm actually running out of battery. And if this thing cuts out for like a fourth time, I don't think it's going to be worth starting it up again because then I won't be able to. If anyone has any final questions, I'll give a minute here to answer any other questions. I'm not seeing any comments right now, which might be. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm learning, guys. I can scroll. Okay. Somebody asked uh, Amanda B to try. Uh, that would be my white whale, the Kasusu. Kasusu, Kesusu, I believe. It is this crazy alien looking fruit from Borneo, and it is crazy. I tried to find it, and I found the tree, but it wasn't fruiting, and it just drove me crazy. So I want to go back there and find it, which will have to be in a future video. I don't have any. It's saying that it's cutting out. Okay, wait. Let's. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. It looks like a few people are saying that it's gonna cut out, so I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and hopefully you can see me right now to see me say goodbye to you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. All right, thanks, guys. Bye bye.